What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so today I really want to talk about reserve list. I know it's been talked down, so many YouTubers, so much videos about reserve list. Actually, hold on, close the door. There you go. Reserve list, right? So recently, uh, Alpha Investments, Rudy, made a video about a certain card, which is the Transmute artifact, and it's a card from Antiquities. Yeah, blue card, and it's a good reservist card. Good combo card in Commander, and I think that's one of the reason why the card is going up. It's not because it's, I guess, reservist, but it's heavily played in Commander. Uh, if you clicked on the video, the thumbnail, it said it's over, and reserve list does not matter anymore. Will not matter. If not, it's probably going to be, nobody will care if it's like a reserve list or not. I'm not saying that they're gonna tank in value, they're gonna just not move the market at all. I'm saying reserve list, the fact that WotC is pumping all these new cards, all these power crap, like insane abilities, insane card in the new era, reservist card won't even matter anymore. Like, yes, the supply matters it with reserve list because they're gonna be reprinted, right? But over time, more sets, more except for transmute artifact. Good morning, Marcus. Um, yeah, I guess that's what from Rudy, right? Uh, Vintage will always be vintage. Reservists will always be, reserve list. They're not gonna be reprinted, but over time, I bet you, I 100% guarantee you, all the new players, yeah, they will know about it. Yeah, they will hear about the reservists. Yeah, they will hear about like the insane value, you know, about them. But the new cards that Watsy's pumping, uh, it's not gonna even matter. If power creep is the issue, then just stick in the most broken reserveless cards. I said earlier that EDH playable is the key. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's the same with me. Like stick with the not banned reserveless card. Mox Diamond, uh, Gaia's Cradle. Um, I don't know. I mean, these reserveless is the only reservist that might stick around like for a long time, especially if Commander is going to be the main format of Magic the Gathering, right? I think these are the only ones. I mean, but even think about it, but even then, man, like Watsy can just like come up with some new card. I think EDH drives some a demand for dual lands and stuff, but most reserves will be quiet for a while until they. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Uh, I mean, Commander is really the only format that's driving market for these not banned reservist cards. Gaia's Cradle, Mox Diamond, Lion's Eye Diamond, Transmute, Power Artifact, even Power 9. Time Twister. I mean, that's the only reason why that card is I guess, the number two, number three most expensive Power 9, because it's the only card that's unbanned in Commander. Um, but but yeah, I really think, like, I know I've shown this like multiple times already. These are my personal Power 9. Okay, so I have all my Moxes here, and then these are my, you know the three blue cards, right? Time Walk, Ancestral Recall, and Time Twister. So these are my personal Power 9. I've completed them 2019. Most of the cards came from Cool Stuff Inc. Actually, yeah, majority of the Power Nine that I have came from Cool Stuff Inc. When they had a sale. I got a pretty good deal on actually all of them. Honestly, I do think there's a lot of Magic players who are in the middle of their career right now, more disposable income as the ages of 40. Yeah, I mean, let's see. You mentioned about let's see, disposable income. You might see more disposable income ages into 40s. Yeah, I mean, I think more money. To be completely honest, I think more money will flow, not in vintage or not even in reserveless cards. Honestly, people will be opening, collecting all these modern cards, man. Uh, because I think they're more collectible and they're more, like more playable in a sense where like most people will really just want to play Magic, and that's what they're trying to push is like they want more players and they want more people to collect their cards and to make Magic collectible. You gotta print like reservist cards. You gotta print all these new variants, new different kinds of foiling. And I think that's what they're trying to aim for. And reservist being reservist, vintage being vintage. I think, I mean, it's there. Like it's like the original cards, right? But new players, I don't think they would want to get like an old card when they can get like who would pay a four, five, $700 underground C when they can open two, three boxes and might get a serialized card, you know? And not to mention, one serialized card is more scarce than any dual lands, let alone like the Power Nine. If there's only five out of 250 out of 500, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of like the going rate of like serialized cards nowadays. So, and that made me wanna talk about reservists that it won't matter long term just because of this. Think about how many more sets will come out with serialized cards. Think about how many more sets that would have like more desirable like anime foil, anime this and that, maybe other different types of foiling that they can do. So hold on, I saw a comment here. Well, the other issue there is that WotC has released good sets recently. Two bad sets in a row pushes people to look backwards, like during Midnight Hunt. Yep. Well, yes, I do love zeros, but I also want to move into dual lands over time. Yeah, but think about this, man. Think about the dual lands. Like liquid, the most, the most liquid reservist cards ever. Dual lands. If over time, right? A lot of people are trying to get into. I saw a couple posts on Reddit. They're like, I traded for this and I'm still shaking. And they traded like a couple of standard cards for a reserve list plateau, a revised plateau. And they're like, the post is like they're shaking and they're kind of like, oh man, it's like a big deal, right? And it is a big deal. It's kind of like a big accomplishment. Same thing when I purchased, when I completed my Power 9. There you go. When I completed my Power 9, yo, I can't stop looking at them, man. Like, I can't stop looking at them. It's kind of like a big accomplishment having these old cards, especially if you actually knew about them, like when you were a kid and you can't afford them, back in the day, and now you can. So there's gonna be those people, but the new players, man, universes beyond, more and more people will gravitate towards more on the modern cards rather than the old reservist cards. Only a few people, and I heard everyone talking about, in Commander, these dual lands is not even really like, I mean, yeah, it's powerful, it's fetchable. There's not a whole lot of drawback, if not, there's none, right? But there's more other cards that you can play now that has like offer you, rather just like it's a good fetch card, it's a good, dual land card, there's no drawback. And not to mention the price point for these fetch land. Yeah, it might be like, it might go down in the market. Maybe Underground Sea will go down to like 400 near mint. I highly doubt, but I mean, $400 one card. I mean, I guess you only need one card in a commander, but even then, $400, man. These new players that haven't like played many games in commander, that really just want to play games with their friends and just want to be competitive to where they're not breaking their bank. And I think that's the reason why I think long term, reserve lists won't matter, and like does not matter in like the future sets, man. Um, it will matter to the people that knows about them, like vintage players, or like people that really want to play these dual lands, this high powered Mox Diamond. I mean, think about Mox Diamond. Yeah, you got Mox Diamond, you got Jeweled Lotus now, you got like all the Moxes that got printed, kind of like similar ability, but it's not like five. At least you feel proud of it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, most definitely. I feel you feel proud of owning these high valued, highly desirable cards. But I mean, if you show this to like a new player, yeah, if they know about it, yeah, they will like be shocked, right? Uh, I remember one time, I brought my uh, mono black 90 through 94, right? Because I have a friend, he wants to play, and he brought his deck, and there were like standard players, they're like modern players, and then we were playing 93 94, just one on one, and and like the one of the workers over there, they were like seeing like the some old school cars, like uh Mox Jet. they're like they're like, wow, man. And then there's like a group of crowd over there, and I've seen the pipeline of new EDH player into reservist card buyer in action. Huh. Pipeline reserve list. I think, as far as like the, isn't it like seeing into reserve list card. uh Oh, we'll see, man. I think there's a few, in my opinion, because they're very expensive, man. They're very, very expensive, especially in this economy. Like Dual Lance, Mox, Gaia's Cradle, and like I've been saying, there's a lot of substitute cards now that you can play. I mean, think about the new card from Bloomborough, like the 3/3 City. Yeah, it's not Gaia's Cradle, but I mean, if you have Nykthos and 3/3 City, I mean, you pretty much have, you know, kind of like a reservist esque, the Gaia's Cradle card. Like, yeah, it's not, you know, reservist, but man, it's also not 700, $800 card, So I think, this is just, like I said, this is just my opinion. I think over time, reservist card won't matter, If I ever buy reservist, I would still proxy, not trying to damage these cards even more. Yeah, yeah. I mean, preserving the quality, yeah, but everything is expensive. I would much rather have a dual land than 2 to 3 play boxes. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you talk about comparing a reserveless card and a sealed box, like whether you're collecting or investing or buying, right? You would rather have a legit OG, Gaia's Cradle, yeah, you're definitely right. It's more best purchase, even today. Yeah, I mean, they're expensive. I mean, I've bought like so many boxes and stuff. But I mean, it's different for me because I sell these cards, so it's yeah, I can technically buy, I could technically buy a lot of reservist cards, right? Always buy singles, sealed is dead. That's probably a different topic, sealed versus singles. Yeah, 100% right. I think always buy singles. Sealed is, I think it really got really popular when Alpha Investment came to like, you know, the Magic community. If you really reserve this card for a deck, $400 should should not be an issue. Think about how many times you will use it in your life. Furthermore, price will stay stable over time. Yeah, I mean, I'm not I'm not talking about like the value of the reserve list. I'm not talking about like they're just gonna like keep going down or keep going up, things like that. I'm more talking about they won't matter like as far as like because think about this, how many more sets that will come out and will be more desirable than like people looking back into like reserve list. There will be looking more at like, oh, what's the anime race foil. Everyone's talking about anime race foil. Everyone's talking about the new combo card, Nadu, all these new cards, everyone's talking about the new serialized cards in the market. Um, in that aspect, reserve. I mean, no one's really talking about reservist cards nowadays, man. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a thing in the past for a while now, for many years. Some cards might go up and down, things like that, and move the needle, but nothing's really. I mean, like I said, my Power 9, like I've had this for like 2019. I don't really care what happened, like the value goes up and down. I mean, it's more of like an accomplishment for me, but me, I don't look at, old school cards anymore. I don't look at, you know, other reservist cards. I actually look at like the new cards. I mean, yeah, because I guess I'm a full-time TCG player seller. That's why I have to look at what's happening in the market and like the modern because that's where the money is at, and that's where majority of players, collectors, even investors are looking into and buying a lot. Not reservist cards, not vintage cards. I mean, vintage cars will be expensive. It's nothing's gonna change there. Like they will be expensive because they're the OG, they're the vintage cars, but the demand most definitely is not there anymore. I mean, you can say like, yeah, I can agree. A lot of people saying vintage is dead because no one's really talking about it. The demand is all into modern, but I'm not saying that you purchasing a $400 card and yeah, you have it for life. You can keep it. Market will go up and down, but over time it will just keep going up. Yeah, I completely agree with that. But as a let's see, sure, you are just saying modern chase is a hotter market currently. I agree with that. Yeah, like I'd say, like I said, it does not matter anymore. The fact that as of right now, I mean, we're looking at like many years now that's like reservist cards. I mean, that term really is, I don't know, man. It's like being talked down by so many videos, so many YouTube content creators. It's kind of like, I agree, the nostalgia for reserve is not there for new players. I am fairly new to playing and I don't even consider buying reservists because I don't play enough to justify the payment. I primarily play EDH. You need mana rocks and duels as base cards for decks. Most of them are reservist cards. If you want them, you have to get them. Um, well, like the like what Christian Rodriguez said over here, fairly new player. He plays EDH. Um, I mean, I don't play enough to justify the payment. These are expensive cards, man. I mean, Soul Ring's not a reservist card. I mean, you're talking about like what? Mana rocks, right? You're talking about mana rocks. What's a good mana rock? I mean, Mana Vault is not a reserve list. Um, what's the Resist Legacy reserve list card? Um, I forgot the mana rock from Urza's Legacy. Rule zero. I love playing lower level decks against each other. Yeah, yeah. Just kind of even out the power level in your against the table, right? But there's a mana rock. Uh, Man, I forgot that card. 2 mana, add three. But I guess it's a combo mana rock, right? But Mox Diamond, Grim Monolith. You're right. Um, Grim Monolith is one of them. Yeah, reserve this card. How much is Grim Monolith now? Like 300 probably. For a near mint, played is definitely lower. Um, Not all decks is is playing Grim Monolith. I mean, if unless you're comboing with transmute power artifact, you can get like infinite mana. Maybe if you play like the deck CEDH, popular Simic CEDH. I forgot the deck. But yeah, if you're playing that, yeah, you can definitely own a Grim Monolith because it's important for that deck. It's really good, and I don't think there's a kind of like substitute. And if there is, it's probably like multiple cards. Mox Diamond is probably the exception because I've talked about Mox Diamonds for so many times. I think that cards should be in 1,000. I don't see why. I don't see why not. And right now it's like what, four, five, 600. You know, that card should be like $1,000 card, man. But with Mox Diamond, yeah, I mean, there's other mana rocks that kind of, you know, Mox Diamond S like, right? There's like Mox Amber, there's like Mox Opal, there's like uh, other Moxes, right? But it's nothing like what Mox Diamond does. But new as a new player playing fair magic, you know, nothing like, it's just overpower CDH. What? They're gonna spend $600? I mean, I don't think so. They would rather just spend that $600 for a base copy. You can get a Jeweled Lotus, you can get a Mox Opal, you can get all the other Moxes out of that four, five, $600, man. And I think that's the only reason why I want to talk about this, in this video is because the dual land, $700 for a Nearman Underground Sea. You know how much cards you can, in your MTG career you want to improve your decks. This is why you upgrade the power of your deck. I I completely agree, man. I completely agree. In your career, you obviously want to improve your decks. Yeah, completely agree. But as a new player, which a lot of people, saying that the average player, collector, investor in Magic, it's like 2 to 3 years, right? I don't think there's a much difference between how many market cycle in that span, and like I said, $700 underground sea. You know how much cards you can buy on a 700. I mean, you could probably complete a full deck. I started on 2020. Give me some time. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Yeah, give him some time, man. You got like 4 years in his belt, Christian over here. You got a plenty of time, man. And even then, I can guarantee you, there's like multiple decks you can build without any reservists, and yet you can compete at a higher level, even at CEDH, man. I can guarantee you, there's definitely out there, but comparing like the pricing, like I said, perfect example, guys, Cradle. I mean, that's one card, seven, 800. Underground Sea, 700. You can complete a, I don't know, man, a very competitive deck at a 14, $1,500 deck, man. Very, very powerful. I mean, I can guarantee you, there's so many cards nowadays, man. Um, but I mean, obviously, if you've been playing Magic and you have like multiple cards, you can definitely upgrade your deck into like some of these high powered, Mox Diamond can't compare anything with it, it's just one card, but and the other cards, Grim Monolith, Lionside Diamond, what else? I mean, obviously Time Twister. I mean, even Time Twister have like substitute cards already. Yeah, it's not like, you know, there's only one Underground Sea if it's a $700. You can't change it. You need black, blue mana, not anything tap or a turn later. Completely agree, man. You can't beat these reservist cards with the new cards. But justifying the money on that one card. Yeah, you can play. I mean, you can play a shock land. Yeah. I mean, it's almost like dual land, right? I mean, it is a dual land. I mean, yeah, you take two damage, but $700, no drawback. You know, oh, what, a $5, $10 shock lands? I mean, yeah, you took two damage, but think about the price, man. Think about the price. They're both fetchable. They're very identical. How much worse is a shock land in a dual color deck? It's not a big of a deal. Yeah, I'm just like giving a perfect example right now. 700 or even just a $500 damage underground sea, right? No drawback, no drawback, you know. And what? A shockland, $5-10 a reprint. You took two damage. I mean, commander is 40 life, right? Think about that price difference. And if you're a new player, they'll think about, oh, it's a good investment, in a three color deck. It's like six damage for all shocklands, so maybe a bigger deal. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can totally agree with that, but it still depends on your deck. Maybe you're like a combo deck that you can, that life doesn't matter. But I'm just basing it off of like the price point, especially with new players that want to compete, like right on there. Yeah, I'm not talking about this is a better investment. This is like long term. This is a better value. But as far as like people, new players getting into the game, wanting to play, wanting to compete, you know, like look at that. That's like a so much big difference, and that's just one example, and not to mention a lot of people talking about like these dual lands that have um, the colorless proxy is the thing. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I talked about the proxy, but always like just you know make sure it's like it's the store allows it or your friends allows it. Um, but I was talking about the the importance of colorless mana in today's, I guess, metagame, I don't know, commander. People are actually looking into ways where they can have the dual lands and the colorless mana, man. I know the Painlands, the OG Painlands, Carplusan Forest, Brushland, they're not fetchable, but the one colorless mana everyone's talking about like really matters in today's game because a lot of there's like Eldrazi, like some spells are actually very powerful, and it requires a colorless mana, and dual lands dual lands doesn't tap for a colorless mana, and that's just like one segment of because it still depends on what deck you're playing. But yeah, so I guess dual lands. I think we pretty much talked down on like a lot. Oh yeah, pain lands are back. I mean, yeah, pain lands are back, man. And not to mention some of the new lands that's getting printed. they offer colorless mana, and yeah, I mean, Eldrazi is a thing. Colorless is a thing nowadays. So dual lands will always be dual lands. They're always gonna be reserveless. They're always gonna be like the invest more, better, hold diamond hands in these. You know, but will it matter? With new players thinking about like the price point and the I don't know, like they just want to play, right? Only one copy of each card is allowed in Commander. You need one of each duels, one of each shocks, and one of each painlands. Yeah. Also make Prismatic Vista better. Oh yeah, totally forgot about Prismatic Vista, right? Yep. Yeah, it's in Commander. You only need one copy. If, like I said, if you can afford to complete your set of dual lands, your set of fetch lands, shock lands, all the pain lands, I mean, I would definitely go for it. And once you have it, I mean, you're definitely set, man. But you're just coming in like Christian over here, 2020, and what's a good deck? They're buying the new set, the new pre-con deck, and they want to upgrade. There's plenty of YouTube content creators that does upgrades, that does like remove 10, replace 10 and things like that. Budget $50, $300, $500. I can guarantee you majority of those suggestions, almost no reserve list. There's almost no reserve list cards, because, uh, like I said, a lot. There's so many new players playing the game, like so much, like so much. I can't emphasize enough. Like I went to the pre-release of Bloomborough. There's like all new players, like just having fun. They're like when they're open the packs, they're like, oh, they're just cute and things like that. There's only a few players that I saw in pre-release that are like really like tournament level. 1v1, 1v1. Like pros, if you call it. It's like they're tournament level and they just crush pre-release. But there's a lot of new players, man. That's awesome. Yep, yep, Marcus. It's really fun to see all these players. And I watch the store, the cool stuff, right? I saw a big difference between how the people buys products. I just like stand there, stood up there, just watch like how they buy, what they buy, and things like that. And Bloom Burrows, the new set, right? And it's amazing how a lot of the players uh opening like play boxes, buying commander decks, buying new sleeves, buying these, extra random token. I mean, yeah, the dice set, I think. But not so much with with the collectors. It's so amazing. And if you talk about like the MTG finance gurus, like the big deals, right? Oh no, it's only collectors. The money is there and yada yada yada. But and then majority is like, oh, there's no money in play boosters. It's like 140. Uh, and it makes sense because a lot of them are like new players. Order of the Lost Bro, I do still look for reservists mainly to bling out deck. There's no doubt that players favor modern cards. Yeah, yeah. Even me, man. I still favor reserveless cards. I'm not. I mean, that's why. Look, I if I really want like bling out decks, I mean not commander. Like really reserveless, right? If we're talking about reserveless, this is like the top, the power nine, you know, owning, collecting, investing, definitely the higher end, have them, still favor, man, still favor, but new players, what is reserve list? What is reserve list? And they look at pricing on like what a lot of people are talking about reserve list, right? And they saw the price, like, geez, $700. golly, I can make two decks out of that. I can buy five precon decks out of that and upgrade it, and I can play with my friends. The mentality definitely changed. Definitely changed. When they started doing the universes beyond all that new decks, Fallout. I don't know what else, man. I don't know about Assassin's Creed, but because there's no commander decks in Assassin's Creed, so I think this 30-minute mark. This is a perfect segment. Really quick, if you guys are enjoying this, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification. I'm trying to grow the channel more. Trying to do more live stream. Because as me liking the more raw videos nowadays, like the edited ones, like watching edited videos, watching the 5 minutes, 6 minutes videos. I kind of more forward, looking forward on the some of content creators that have like raw videos, because and especially live, it's not edited. It's like, yeah, we can talk about just about anything, man. And I like interacting with you guys. Let's 700 USD nowadays for underground sea will be considered cheap in 15 years. 100% agree, man. Captain Craig, thumbs up. Yeah, 100% agree. I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree with you. I still remember when I bought, bro. Have an open panel. I'll talk to you forever about magic. Oh yeah, let's go. I mean, I'm like I'm trying to do right now is live streaming every day, maybe except the weekends, but live streaming every day because I like to interact, talk to you guys. Yeah, I mean, most definitely. Just make sure like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll definitely talk about more about magic, man. Um, I just wanna come back at this 700 US dollar for underground sea. Yeah, I totally agree. It will consider to be cheap, 100%. I remember when I bought my Gaia's Cradle from Star City Games, man. I don't know if I still have my receipt or my account when I purchased it. $20. This is back when was that Lorwyn? When Commander, well, I guess EDH, right? When EDH just started, and a lot of people are trying to build their decks. My first build was Rise, Rise the Redeem, Reese the Redeem. It's an elf, green white. Uh, sheesh. Yeah, it's a green white elf, just a bunch of elves, and obviously I'm like looking at cards, right? At the time, Star City Games was the store, was the shit. They're like the main store to look for pricing, everything. Um, and they kind of like, I don't know what happened to them. They're still, they're still they're still a store, but Guy's Cradle, $20, and in fact, so obviously it got popular, and everything went up. I remember around, I want to say Kaladesh era, maybe even like maybe Shadows of Innistrad. Gaia's Cradle went up to like 200. I remember Cool Stuff Inc. is selling like a played one for 200, 300, something like that. Gaia's Cradle. And if we're talking about Kaladesh, Shadows of Innistrad era, that's not long ago. That's not long ago. And see the time frame? Lorwyn, Kaladesh, around that time. And this is like the played, played. They're not like graded mint, things like that. 300 for a played Gaia's Cradle. You know, who knew? Who knew that this card will even jump to like 1,000? And it did. It did went up to like 1,000, 1,200. And I acquired. I think I have my live video from like years ago when I acquired a promo Guy's Cradle. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. A promo. Is it a Grand Prix? No, I know it's a promo retro foil shooting star Guy's Cradle. Um, and on a trade. Is it? Yeah, a trade. Actually, I bought the collection, but I traded kind of like box and stuff. And it was around, was that Modern Horizon 1? No, no, not Modern Horizon 1. No, Eternal Masters. Yeah, Eternal Masters. So it was Eternal Masters time, and I acquired a Gaia's Cradle promo, Shooting Star, and I think as far as like trade value, it was like 700, 800. God knows how much. I don't know how much is the promo Gaia's Cradle nowadays, but yeah, at that time it was like six, 800, something like that. Trade value. I did not buy it, and then I converted that card into, guess what? Guess what? I converted that to a Mox Jet. I converted that into my Mox Jet now, and I still have it. Yeah. So that was the trade when I went to Grampy. No, Tampa. Yeah, I converted that, and multiple cards actually. So I traded a couple cards for the Mox Jet and a regular Gaia's Cradle that I still have today. Actually, I still have the $20 the $20 Gaia's Cradle that I bought from Star City Games years ago. It's in my CEDH Yisan. I can actually show my Yisan deck really quick, because this, now that we're talking about a high powered deck, right? Obviously, you need like the most powerful cards. This deck can operate without those cards, but having them most definitely will increase the power level of your deck. I mean, I'm not gonna do like a full deck tech, right? But this is a complete complete Isan. Guys, Cradle, Seer Sanctum, Cedar Traders, all on the same level as Mana Rocks. Yeah, I completely agree. Seer Sanctum is definitely just a certain deck, not like Gaia's Cradle, it's for enchantments. City of Traders as well. Um, yeah, I guess because it adds like two colorless mana, and you sacrifice a land with City of Traders though. It's kind of sucked that Tulane Academy is banned. It would be insane, especially with the treasures decks, you know. But this is my Yisan deck, and yes, this is a high-powered, fully loaded, fully loaded. I'm just gonna break fully loaded. There has reserves, Gemstone Caverns. There's a Cavern of Souls. Uh, I got Alpha Land Elves. Now, if you want to bling out decks, right? You gotta go alpha. You know. Let's see. Beta Soul Ring. Beta Soul Ring. Let's see. You got the Legends Spindle Haven. All right. Endurance. What else? This is a high-powered, not not like the insane deck, but this is just like my preferred deck. Ancient Tomb. What is this? Prismatic Vista. Um, what is that? Sylvan Tutor. That's one of the combo cards. I got, Chrome Mox. There you go. One of the Moxes, right? I got Birds of Paradise. Italian Birds of Paradise. Let's see. What else is over here? The OG Mana Crypt. Not reserveless, but hey, you gotta go with the OG copy, right? Let's see. OG Fetch Lands. Let's see. You got Haywire and then that, right? So that's the half. And then the other half is, oh, look at this. First card, Hawks Diamond. Hawks Diamond. Wow. Just having the Hawks Diamond, right? Priest of Titania, Boseiju. You got the Legends Sylvan Library, the OG copy, right? Let's see. You got the Yavi Maya Hollow. Reserve this card. Really, really powerful. Regenerate target creature, right? It would try to kill your commander. right? Well, the card itself, Gaia's Cradle, and look at that combo, survival of the fittest. Look at that. I mean, you can have the elf survival of the fittest, but you know, creatures is like easy to kill, right? But survival of the fittest, enchantment. I mean, enchantments too. They're like easy to kill nowadays. You know, there's like multiple spells that can just kill artifact enchantment. You know, wear and tear. Well, speaking of, I mean, that card too, right? Uh, that card, Thought Not Seer. What else is right here? Jeweled Lotus. You got the Nykthos. There you go. I was thinking about adding 3/3 City, but 3/3 City is more about tribal, you know, and this is not technically elf deck. It's it's kind of like a mixture now. It used to be an elf deck, but I turned it into like a Yisan combo deck. So I think I will stick with the Nykthos. What else is right here? Wild Growth, Halfling, and I think that's it, man. This card's so busted in this deck, really crazy. Yeah, I think that's it. So that's my quick deck of my Yisan. So I, don't- if I don't have those cards, you know, the Survival of the Fittest, Mox Diamond, Gaia's Cradle, um, and replace it with like other cards, I still think it's gonna operate just about the same and just as powerful, to be completely honest, because every time I play with that deck, sometimes I don't even, you know, draw those cards. I just happen to have like a lot of the elves and the combo cards, and I have a bunch of mana, you know. So yeah, that's one really quick deck tech on my Yi-San. And well, since I'm showing all my some of the cards, the high powered ones. Well, this one you can also play without power. Well, not power, but like reservist cards. But this is this is my mono black 9394. So you can play a basic, you know, bare bones, you know, Black Knight, you know, just uh, Bad Moon, you know, Swamps, Hypnotic Spectre. You know, you don't need the other cards. You can play it, and it will be very competitive still in a 93-94 format. But this is my mono black, um, yeah, mono black 93-94. You got, I have all four of these, the Mishra's Factory, you got the Maze of Ith, Unlimited James Day Tome, Unlimited Demonics, Order, you got Royal Assassin, Unlimited Soul Ring, you got four Strip Mine, yeah, I got four Strip Mine Antiquities, got the Swamps, Unlimited Dark Ritual, yeah, I got all the Mishra's Factory there, Sinkhole, let's see what else. Him to Thorak, obviously you gotta have it, man. So powerful. Hippies, unlimited. I like the swamp, and the cost is like falling. You know, it's crazy. More Gem Data unlimited. Icy Manipulator unlimited. Let's see what else is right here. Nev's Disc, Hymns, that Chaos Orb. Now you can play without Chaos Orb, man. Good point. Playing out your deck will always be an option for those who have the cash to invest in the game. I doubt reservists will never drop. They will just become scarce and go up. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Like these cards right here, you know, there will always be vintage. There will always be desirable. They will always be very expensive. There's gonna be market dips for sure, but long term they will always go up, man. But new players nowadays, they don't care, man. They don't care for these. You know, they like the shiny new stuff. You know, anime foil. You know, different variants. You know, they're the serialized cards. Yeah, they like those more. They love volume of cards, not like these, right? Got Chaos Orb. Unlimited cards are great, especially in near mint. Not many available because they were played without sleeves. Yep, yep, most definitely. Um, I see. Oh, oof, one of my favorite. Definitely Power 10 for me. For me. Library of Alexandria. You can't compare Library of Alexandria. So powerful, so powerful. This card in a 93-94 matchup. Sometimes this is the deciding card, deciding play. In a game, 93-94. It's crazy. Strip Mines. That's it, man. Royal Assassin and Mind Twist. Don't forget about Mind Twist. Very, very powerful, and also unlimited. So, yeah, I mean, this deck, you can you can have just the basic cards. You can play the Black Knights. You can play just you know, and it'll still be competitive. But for me, since I have those, I was like, mine as well, right? You know, and I got those like a long time ago. So, yeah, I think I pretty much touched base on a lot of the reasons why I believe reservist cards won't matter. And like I said, it's not because they're gonna go down, they're gonna tank. It's about the players nowadays. We're heavily surrounded by new players. A lot of the demand goes to modern cards, and majority of them is gonna be looking at four, five, $700 underground sea versus $5, $10 shock lands. It's a commander, 40 life. What is 2 damage? Hold on just a second. Let's see. I think we're like live, right? This is what I like about live. This is like live. Ooh, my baby woke up. Hold on. Hold on. This is live. Hold on. Be right back. Baby. You're awake. Oh, come on, come on. Come on. You woke up early, huh?
You still live streaming?
Yeah. Oh, you don't have a. Daddy is live streaming. Say hello, everyone. Say hello, everyone. Huh? Say hello, everyone. Daddy duties. I put him to sleep a while ago, and I was thinking maybe I have like 30, 45 hour, right? I mean, we're pretty much close to 53. Hello, everyone. Say hello. Say hello. So yeah, I mean that's why I said these people just will understand over time that $700. I'm not gonna say it's worth it. It just takes time. Yeah, it takes time, man. It takes definitely time. Good morning, Baba. Oh, good, 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 good. Look at this. 1 year. I just turned one. Happy birthday to me. Yay. Oh, it's like this is the little anger, right? The mini anger. Are you the mini anger? Huh? Oh. Huh? You see yourself? It's right there. Huh? What? Oh. Are you the mini anger? Are you gonna continue the videos? Huh? Oh. Say hi. Say hi. 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 Man, it's like after this, we're gonna be watching the Wiggles. The Wiggles. Like so many the Wiggles video, man. Oh my god. It's like the Wiggles videos, songs and stuff, it make me sleepy nowadays, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean that's this is a part of being a full-time TCG player. Cardboard life, card slinging business is yeah, stay at home dad. You got hello to the future MTG Pro player. Oh, we will see. Are you gonna be MTG Pro? Are you gonna play Magic professionally? Huh? Huh? What'd you say? You said yes? Oh my god. Well, Daddy already got a lot of the decks, huh? You can just take it all and play it, huh? And you're gonna win us millions, huh? Oh, yeah. Which one do you want? Green? You want the green? You want the green or the black? You want the green or the black? Oh, oh no, no. Maybe red, huh? Yeah. So this is the oh man, life, man. It's this is the I would say advantage because I get to stay home with family, and stay home with the kids, dropping them at school, picking them up. No, I don't have to, pay for childcare. It's very expensive nowadays, and I mean, yeah, I have all the time to start, stop, my business. Oh, what? Say hello. Say hello. Oh, are you hungry? Oh my God, you hungry? I gotta replace your diapers. See when you poop poop? Huh? Did you poop poop? Oh my God. Dirty diaper. Gotta replace your diaper. Huh? Hmm. Are we done? You want daddy now? Huh? So this is what you get, when you subscribe to this channel. Raw footage. Just raw live live stuff, man. Unedited, but uh, I'm gonna have to like end the stream now because I'm gonna feed him, change diaper, maybe like what you call this? Uh, give him a shower. He just woke up. Oh, look at that! Look at that face. You can already see mini anger right there. Have a round for the new subscriber. Appreciate Christian. Appreciate. Uh, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna have more of this, more conversation. I actually want to touch base on like the other news as well. Um, the reason why I love and started doing live streaming because there's a lot of like random stuff, man, magic related, non-magic related in my YouTube feed, and talking about it live is more for me as a listener on some content creators too. I love the raw footage, so but yeah, so that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video live stream. Appreciate all the new subscriber. We're gonna be doing more of this, and yeah, have a great day. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Look at bye. Oh, can you walk now? Oh, yeah. Tug, tug, tug. Hi. Say bye. Say bye. Just walk up, eh? That's gonna be it, guys. Say bye. Tuk, 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 tuk. Say bye. Ah, there it is. Ah! He's like, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Oh, I see my face and your face. All right, guys.